What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living out there?
Boston, Vegas, coming back at you another unbiased real reaction,
That's
baby.
right, man. Shout out to our free thinkers, of course. Yeah, I don't know if this is a reference to Sojourner Truth, who was an abolitionist, obviously, and a women's rights activist, and a very important figure in the history of African American culture. I'm not sure if that's who they're referring to.
I don't see who else they could
But it's J. Cole.
Yeah.
It's Cole. You know what I'm saying? Cole and it's Rapsody. You know what I'm saying? They have substance. They got something to say. So I'm pretty much guessing that that's what they're talking about.
Exactly.
So, we'll see what's going on with this one. Let's get into it. J. Cole, Rapsody, Sojourner. Already. Ninth Wonder on the beat too, right? Yep. Before we get into it, shout out to Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ninth Wonder, man. I ain't gonna forget you, brother. Alright, let's get back to it.
Oh, I swam for miles, only to realize the current is fighting against me, and I'm so tired. Born in the pain, alcoholic veins, over analytical brain, a product of the shame. Remember when I came in this music business, all the questions was the same. Why you never smile in your pictures? I refrained, but didn't know myself, and so I dealt with shit the same. As a fugitive, but running from the truth and shit. I shoot the shit with niggas, but they never knew the shit that's hidden deep within the crevices. Like ever since I was a child, when time is deep inside of me, like IV fluid pumping through the blood of wifey while she's giving birth to my child. I know my thoughts are running wild, scared that I'm too disconnected from the kid's perspective. The world ain't got no patience for some shit that's introspective.
Man.
So where in the fuck that leaves me? Intelligent but stressed.
Yeah, they crushed that.
Oh, I swam for miles.
First and foremost, man. First and foremost, man. We need to do like an awards at the end of the year or something. We need to do like an awards, man. J. Cole's MVP this year, man. He's killed every feature.
Yeah, he has, dude.
This whole year, his album was fire.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that. The album was fire. And it's a very unappreciated album that I think will get its just due in due time.
Yeah, I think that might be a low-key classic,
Dude, that album is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous how that album got shit on, but we ain't gonna get into that on this video. The album is fire, and he's just been killing everything he's been on. He crushed it. But the Pretty Little Fears verse might be my favorite verse, one of my favorite verses of the year. That's up there with one of my favorite verses of the year. This is another great verse, man.
Yep. Where the fuck do we start?
Yo, he said so much. He said so much in that verse, though, man.
I really like what he said about Malcolm X. He's, I just heard these kids don't know about Malcolm. He was, and I'm sort of heartbroken because the elders lost hope in our youth.
True.
Which is true, right? He's all, and I sit here dead in the middle, right? He was not a little boy, but not quite old yet, right?
Waking up in cold sweats.
Dude, I mean, and I love that perspective, right?
Yep.
Because I kind of feel like we're in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we're not like super old heads, but we're not like young too, right?
Yeah.
So we can understand it from both perspectives, right?
And I agree, and that's what I battle with.
Right, yeah.
Because he said, scared that I'm too disconnected from the kid's perspective.
Yep.
The world ain't got no patience for some shit that's introspective, right?
Dude,
a lot of what J. Cole says, man, I relate to personally. And I think it's real. I feel like everyone can see what's happening, that there's a huge disconnect, right? Between the older generation and the younger generation. But then you had the people in the middle that can kind of understand where the youth is coming from, that can kind of still rock, right? But also they understand what's important and they understand where the youth needs to go.
Exactly.
So I think that he's a great bridge for that, man. And I like him just being honest with his thoughts.
Yep. And I think that's important because you don't know where you're going unless you have a plan. You only have a plan by what was laid before you, the history that was laid before you. So I kind of think that's the theme of this song. Go just from the first verse, right? And I just want to touch on the chorus here for a second, man.
The chorus is hard.
I think it's beautiful.
The chorus is hard.
Dude, I think it's beautiful, man. He's like, oh, I swam for miles and only to realize that the current is fighting against me. And I'm so tired. You know what I'm saying?
Floating now.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And from here on out, I've got to realize the power of learning and to let go and just let God enjoy the ride. Beautiful.
When you kind of look at the title of the song, Sojourner Truth, you know, speaking about that, she probably had to overcome so many different obstacles, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Ain't no probably about it, brother.
The current, you know, is fighting against me. He swam for so much mile, and the current is kind of like
the pain,
the obstacles, you know, and all that stuff, you know.
Oh, he said product of the shame. He said born into the pain.
Yeah, man.
Alcoholic veins, over analytical brain, a product of the shame, right? Born into the hood, born into trauma, right? You know what I mean? Born into dysfunction. That's what he means by all of that.
It's generation after generation after generation of pain.
And that's what he says. That's what he means by the current.
Right.
He's fighting against the current. And I'm tired, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to overcome this past pain, this past trauma. That's the current that's kind of been holding him back. And I've got to realize the power of learning to let go, let go of the pain. Learn and let go of the learn from the past trauma, right?
Exactly.
And learn to let go of the pain that's been holding you back from, from moving forward in life. I thought that this verse was written very well. Poetry in it, wisdom in it. Dope verse. Dope. Yet again from J. Cole.
We haven't even made it to the second verse.
we haven't even gotten the Rapsody yet. We know Rapsody can rap, so alright, let's keep it going.
Permanent vacation for forever. Some things you gotta leave behind. Some people just like weather and seasons. For that reason, I know I always have a leg up.
That was slick how she started.
As soon as she came in, fire. Sometimes some people are in your life for a season, right?
Yep.
They're good for that's like the old cliche saying, right? Some people are there for a specific reason, and then maybe sometimes you guys grow apart, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Some people change like the seasons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just like she specifically said some things you gotta leave behind. Some people just like the weather and season. That's an old saying as well. People change like the seasons. They come in your life, here for a moment, momentarily, and then they're gone next. And even by her even starting it by saying permanent vacation forever, it's almost like she's taking a vacation and separating herself from the bullshit, from those types of people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Separating herself from the nonsense, right? So I'm on a permanent vacation, meaning I'm at a different place in my life. I got a different mindset.
Yeah.
It's a sort of a symbolic of her saying I'm cutting all of the bullshit loose, right? And also play on the weather thing as well. So just the way she started that was just fire.
Fire. Already.
Right, let's keep it going.
Yeah, I had to go first because the rest would never last. I had to show the positives for those that couldn't add. Looking at the ads, they only love us if I ask out, and so I'm out. I got an Audi and it's bad.
She's going in though. She's rapping, man.
She is.
She said, I had to go first because the rest would never last. It's the whole play on first versus last place. But she had to go first, meaning she had to be a pioneer, right? Yep. She had to be the first to inspire change.
Exactly.
And all that good stuff. And then she had mentioned here, right after that, she said, I had to show the positives for those that couldn't add, right? A positive sign, an add sign, but for those who couldn't add. So they couldn't add it up because they don't know. They don't have the knowledge, right?
Exactly.
But I love the play
on words.
Yeah,
mathematical play on words,
Yep. And then she said, looking at the ads, they only love us for our ass out. And so I'm out. I got an Audi and it's bad. I said that line because niggas only respect you if you brag. That was hard.
That's hard because that's true, right? Looking at these ads, she could be talking about social media, women, no disrespect. A lot of women, Instagram models and things like that. That's just what it is. That's what you see now, right?
That's what's popular, right? And that's what's popular. This sort of this shallow mind state. And even Lauryn Hill had something similar to this that she said a while back. She was saying, what did she say? She said, and after all my logic and theory, I had a motherfucker in it. So you ignorant niggas hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not going to hear her. You're not going to listen unless she's talking about Audis. You know what I mean? You're not going to hear the logic. You're not going to hear the jewels she's dropping unless you say some ignorant, shallow shit in rhymes.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's kind of the same thing as Lauryn Hill. So that's super dope. So crushing it, man. She's crushing it. Let's keep it going.
What's a quarter to a half of a whole lot of problems, nigga? Who taught you to add? Where I'm from, we don't recognize that it's good math. If you don't teach the ones that's coming up to multiply their cash. Everything with worth don't come with some whistles and some bells.
Yo, she's snapping, man. Rapsody is talking on this track. Talking. She said, everybody claiming boss, none of you niggas got no staff. It don't measure up the same. What's a quarter to a half of a whole lot of problems, nigga? Who taught you to add? That was hard right there. Where I'm from, we don't recognize that is good math if you don't teach the ones that's coming up to multiply their cash. Think for themselves. Think beyond sales. Everything with worth don't come with some whistles and some bells. That
whole scheme was dope.
Hard.
That whole scheme was dope, man.
I think really what she's touching on here, man, and she could be talking about a lot. But what I'm looking at is like everybody claiming boss. I mean, you could be talking about street shit too. Everybody claiming boss because everyone glorifies drug dealing and glorifies the wrong things. Everybody's claiming boss, and then you niggas got no staff.
You ain't no staff.
You ain't no boss. It don't measure up the same. What's a quarter to a half? It could be drug talk there of a whole lot of problems, which leads to problems, right? Drugs being sold. Nigga, who taught you to add? Who taught you to think
that's cool?
Right.
That's what makes you successful.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, we don't recognize that as good math if you don't teach the ones that's coming up to multiply their cash, right? Yep. Each one teach one.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You passing information down, teaching them how to become entrepreneurs the right way, the legal way. You know what I mean? Think for themselves. Think beyond sales.
Everything with worth don't come with whistles and some bells.
That's real. That's big. We always preach being an independent thinker on this channel, man.
All the
Think
time.
beyond sales. Don't follow trends, hopping on bandwagons.
The money will come. Be yourself.
Yep.
Follow your own path.
Be authentic.
You don't need to, jump on what's trendy.
Absolutely. Everything worth something don't come with whistles and bells, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Your soul, your character, right? Your integrity.
Yeah.
That's worth a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not just your Audi or your jewels or whatever the case may be, all these things that are representative of materialism. So she's just talking real shit, man.
Yeah.
Rapsody's been dope though for a while, man. Let's keep it going.
And I'ma tell you, black on black murder been whack. We had better conversations sitting with barbers, putting hearts in heads of niggas who don't think ahead. Who taught you?
Wow.
To the schoolyard. Now is you all that's all on these nuts? I'm balling, having a ball, and I got the balls.
What's up?
On these nuts, huh, Rapsody? I'm gonna let that slide because you're going in though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out how that works though. Let me keep it going.
I woke up feeling like Aaliyah. Yeah, $1,000,001. Told these niggas I don't give a single $1,000,001 fuck. Rap.
Enjoy the ride.
Good old fashioned traditional boom bap.
Yeah, I love that.
You should have added that in there. Shout out to Knife on that beat. That beat is dope.
Yeah, I love that sample. That
traditional boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up hip hop. Love how she ended this verse though, man. A line that I want to touch on. She said a lot, dude. But when she said, that's old news. Look, nigga, you talking to modern me, smarter. We have better conversations sitting with barbers.
Yeah, man.
That's hearts and heads of niggas who don't think ahead. Who taught you?
Yeah.
That was saying
That's
so
where we
much,
come
man.
from. That's where we come from.
Barbershops.
Right.
Yep. Putting hearts and heads, putting knowledge and wisdom and
coming together.
Soul and coming together.
Yep.
You can just go out there, chill, and connect and bond.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And she's saying, who taught you? You know what I mean?
Like what cloth are you cut from?
Where are you cut from? That's what we say all the time. When we say the cloth, that's what we're talking about, man. And a lot of kids, I feel like unfortunately, I don't even think they have access to that anymore because
that's true.
The heart of the barbershop isn't there. Putting hearts and heads of niggas who don't think ahead. Dope verse from Rapsody. Dope verse from J. Cole. They both crushed this. Great beat from Knife Wonder. Always love the soulful samples that he uses, the pauses in his beats. Traditional, but still effective.
Yep.
Everything about the song is dope. I thought they crushed it, man.
Yeah, I think so,
a lot of wisdom in this, a lot of real shit in this, a lot of substance in this.
Yep.
Right up our alley, man.
Dope, man.
So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also check out our Patreon channel if you're interested, guys. The link will be in the description. It will allow you to get early access to our content.
Absolutely.
I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.